Oh my gosh. There's only one year-round haunt in Southern California, and it's randomly just down the street from Disneyland. We're here again at Eulogy Collective, this time for their summer haunt. But we're going to be reviewing it as a full theatrical production. We love a well-earned scream, but as theater artists who live for spooky storytelling, we're just as interested in structure, design, and performance. Because haunted houses aren't just attractions, they're immersive plays, and they are becoming increasingly sophisticated. Tonight, we're breaking this down the way we would any theatrical production. We're going to be taking a look at script and story architecture, scenic design and environmental storytelling, costume and character work, lighting and sound composition, and of course, performance. We're a stage fright theater company, and we explore the dark, dramatic, and sometimes hilarious world of spooky theater. So find your usher, take your seat, the show is about to begin. Hi, I'm Candy. I'm one of the founders of Stage Fright Theater Company, and tonight I'm joined by our sound and music manager, Ryan. Hi. Writer-director and my brother, Aaron.
Hello.
And performer and creative collaborator, Winston.
Top of the morning.
But before we go in...
That hat, man.
But before we go in, here's past me to give you the playbill.
Thanks, Future Candy. Sometimes it's thrilling to walk into a haunt blind, but more often, context deepens the experience. So let's talk about the artists. Eulogy Collective operates a year-round haunt inside the Anaheim Garden Walk, just a stone's throw from Disneyland. We've had the privilege of experiencing two of their off-season haunts. Sweet Love, Eulogy's Valentine slasher haunt, and most recently, The Hunt, a post-apocalyptic Easter-themed haunt. Both were very different story-driven haunts, with creative decisions that supported the narrative and a top-notch cast who played their roles to perfection. In short, we loved Sweet Love for its killer story, but we were even more impressed by the technical achievements of The Hunt. Now we're back for their summer overlay. Subject X begins in a crumbling quarantine zone, swarming with infected rotters. You stumble across a group of survivors who are searching for missing members of their party. As you assist with the search, dark secrets are soon revealed, and you begin to unravel a hidden government experiment known only as Subject X. So the question is, will Subject X surpass our hype and be another great story from Eulogy? Let's find out.
Thanks, past me. All right, everyone. Places. It's showtime.
How many of you are there?
4.
Okay. 2 of you go over here, 2 of you over here.
Alrighty. I shall take this side.
One.
I want to be with Ryan. Ryan's a victim.
Well,
Alright. Now, have any of the 4 of you been bit?
no.
No? Okay, good. I don't like it when people get bit, because then they have to end up on the list of things that I gotta get rid of. And that's not a fun list to be on. It's a lot of paperwork. And I don't like paperwork.
Nobody.
Nobody. Yeah. Now, we all know what we're up against, right?
Vaguely aware.
Vaguely? Well, to sum it up, it's the apocalypse! It's the rotter apocalypse!
Okay. That's intense.
They only want to do 2 things. They want to bite you, and they want to turn you into one of them. How do they do that?
The runners?
The rotters.
Rotters.
The
Okay.
rotters. Because they're kind of rotty and all that.
Got it. Okay.
But anyway, that sounded really close, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I didn't like how close that sounded. Did any of you?
No.
Well, wonderful. There goes my plans for the rest of the evening. I was going to give you an hour and 30-minute long lecture, and then I was going to send you on your way. But unfortunately, that means now I got to give you the 1 minute and 30-second lecture, so that way I have the possibility of leaving. So, you're going to follow me. I know. Tell me about it. Yeah, well, it's 2 minutes before those rudders come back, so we gotta move it. Now, come on, follow me.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Are we supposed to stay 2 and 2?
Are we supposed to say?
Up against the wall. Up against the wall.
Okay.
Up against the wall.
Failure to comply with protocols will result in removal without refund. Containment authorization complete.
Alright, you guys come with me. I assume you heard the broadcast, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Amazing. I'm gonna brief you just as we get through this area right here. Okay. Here's the story. We're a group of survivors. We're trying to not get bit. Times are tough. A lot of stuff happening. But 2 of us went missing. We got Sage, who's been gone for a week. Their partner Emery has been gone for 3. I need you all to go try and find them both, okay? You got that? Sage and Emery. You got that? Follow me.
We get a weapon.
No, we'll get you supplies later. Come
Our
on.
wits are our weapons.
All right.
Exactly. I like how you think. All right. Remember rotters?
Did you say
This is an example of not a rotter. This is Dave. Say hi, Dave. It's okay. You guys can move right past him.
All right.
He's coping. Not very well, but he's trying.
How is he coping? He's looking pretty good over there.
Look,
Like, are we
no,
sure
he
he's
did not
not
get
alright?
bit. He's coping.
Oh.
Okay. So
Dave
Just-
doesn't want to do it.
it's okay. Dave's fine. Just between you and me. Sage has been gone for a short enough amount of time. Sage is probably alive. I have my doubts about Emery. Don't tell Sage I said that. Last time I saw Sage was all like, "Oh, my partner's okay. My partner's fine."
Denial.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? Not my call to make. So
Sure.
you guys have a mission to complete.
All
You
right.
guys are gonna come on into the pantry.
Alrighty.
So a couple weeks back, we raided a military base.
As you should.
To get all the stuff that we needed, and that stuff is going to be the supplies for your mission. All
I guess we're going this way now. Hell in a handbasket. It's man. Excuse me, coming through. I gotta take the reins here. Oh man, all right. Jesus, back. Where we going? Hell.
Oh no, I see it!
There it is.
Oh God, I see.
Moving through. Alright. The Clown Menace is past. The Clown Menace is past, but something else is going to try and murder my face.
Show me your hands, please. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Bottom. Hands, please. Hands. Hands. Here, hands. Hands. You, over here.
Okay, alright.
I need you to look through that.
Look through.
Look through. Look through it. Here. I'll hold it open. Look through it. Feel for a key. Feel for a key.
Key, a key.
If you
Jesus.
if you don't, if you can't find the key, there is no key. X. X is the key.
There's no key.
X is
There's
the key.
no
Get
key.
your hand out. Get your hand out. Get your hand out. Here.
It's
Man with this.
This is like.
X is the key.
X is the key.
X is the key. Subject X, for that matter. Find Fred. Fred should have answers.
Fred.
Fred should have answers. Tell him Dr. Acula sent you. Ask about Subject X. He has
Subject
vital information.
X.
Aye!
Hell in a handbasket button! Oh, Christ. Oh, man, they're everywhere! They're everywhere! Oh, this is not fair! This is not fair! OSHA! Someone get OSHA!
Construction.
Stop right there!
Are you Fred? Henry?
Fred, who sent you?
Oh, the doctor.
Doctor, the doctor. Doctor what?
Did you get his
Doctor
name?
what?
Doctor
what?
Dr. X!
Dr. Acula?
Doctor the no hand!
Subject X. We just need to look at
You're looking for Subject X?
Yes.
If you know about Subject X, you must have been talking to Dr. Acula.
Oh, Dr. Acula, yeah.
Do me a favor first. You, right here. Okay. Stand a little more against here. Okay. You, right here. You, right there. You stay right where you are. Right here. Okay. Arms out. Let me give you a check over. Neck. Go like this. All right. Final thing. Open your eyes wide. Perfect. I'm taking sure you're not infected. Common signs of someone who is infected, besides the bite mark, is going to be discoloration of the eyes and the mouth, foaming at the mouth, convulsions, seizures, growling and groaning, and most of all, the stopping of their heart. If that happens, you need to do what is right, and you need to put them out of their misery. The best way to do so is take a knife, put it through their cranium, okay? Cranium. If you have enough people, hold them down, take something else, saw off the head, separate it from the body, okay?
Okay.
Now, if you know about Subject X, then you were talking to Dr. Acula. You're in luck. I know where they are.
Okay.
See, recently we were hearing over the radio some chatter from the government. They were talking about this thing called Subject X. It seems like they took them to the secret facility that they have where they're testing on marauders. You're in luck. I used to work for them. I know where it's at.
Okay.
Specifically, I know a way in. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to take you through the cemetery. We're going to enter into the sewers. From there, I'm going to get you inside. We'll put you in a decompression chamber, and then they'll get you into the lab, okay? I will keep you safe to the best of my abilities.
Sure, all right.
One more thing. Very golden rule here. If you get separated from me, you are on your own. Go! Get out of here! Go!
Emily, you're safe.
Are you infected? Oh my god! Are you infected?
No!
Are you infected? You doing it back!
No.
Sage!
Sage?
We're not.
You're not? Are you infected?
Foaming at the mouth. We're looking for Emery Sage.
You're foaming at the mouth for Emery and Sage?
No.
What kind of sicko are you, man?
He's not infected. That's just how he is. So. No, we're not foaming.
Well, get away from him. Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say this doesn't look like the best place.
Looking for Emery and Sage?
Yes.
I'm looking for them too. Have you ran into anyone?
Fred.
Fred? Oh, how is he?
I don't think very well anymore.
What?
I don't know.
He's dealing with a lot right now.
He didn't look so good last time we saw him.
What did he look like?
He was
Fighting a rotter.
there was a lot of writhing involved, man. I'm sorry. And
He
the
would-
guy,
he
the
would
guy
do
had
that.
the poops back at home. I wouldn't go back there either.
What?
Yeah.
Don't listen to him. He gets like this when we're in desperate situations.
Okay, well, Sage and Emery, they're supposed to be at a hazmat zone on the other side of the sewers. I'll take you to it. Come on.
Think they are?
Whoops. Watch yourself.
I thought you were
barrels that jump out at you, man.
Hey! We're getting attacked!
Oh man. Oopsie daisy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
the decontainment. Oh, this does not look.
Decompression chamber?
No.
Oh, we lost him.
You lost him?
Yeah.
Okay, this is it. It's a big facility. I've searched part of it, but I got scared and I turned around. But with you guys here, we'll split up Scooby-Doo style. It always works out in Scooby-Doo. Always works out.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
How much Scooby-Doo have you watched?
Enough to know that they always find the people they're looking for in the end.
Fair. That's fair.
Right? And they split up, so that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll have you guys check that way. I'm gonna check on this side. If you see them, call out to me. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, and watch the rails. They when the infection started, they put their clothes on them. And I don't know how this stuff transmits, man. See you on the other side.
All right.
Stand in the middle and look to your right, please.
Sage?
Sage? Emery?
Sage?
Oh no.
Emery? Emery, is that you?
I'm just
my
holding
God.
onto the rails.
Oh my God, you were fine just a day ago. I just saw you. Oh,
Sage?
well, maybe if we go back to Dr. Ackles, maybe he's found a cure by now. Oh, come on, you gotta recognize me. It's Frank. No, wait, Emery, wait. It's me. No.
Oh no! Oh no, Sage! No!
Failed. We failed.
Oh no!
We failed. Is there a good ending?
There's not. It's a sad ending.
Was that Sage or Emery that died?
All right, we just got out of Subject X. Immediate curtain call reactions. What did you guys think?
Dude, that was scary. That was
Action-packed.
yeah, action packed. Like
And a little sad, a little somber at the end.
it was a little sad. The ending was sad, but
Spoiler
man,
alert, but yeah.
Yeah, you don't expect a happy ending in any horror thing, but this one, hurts you, cuts you
Yeah.
to the core.
Yeah, but I think we need to talk about this further. Let's go grab a nightcap and have a longer discussion.
let's do it.
All right, guys. So Eulogy Collective, we're back again. This time for Subject X. I know we've got a lot that we want to talk about. I feel like let's start with storytelling. What did we think about the overall story of Subject X?
I thought it was fun. Zombie apocalypse, we've seen that a lot in the horror world. So it's always fun to get to play in that world again. I think it's always like a fun subject, right? Nobody goes in and out of a zombie place and is like, zombies, they're just fun. Especially when this place has a lot of energy to it. So I think that's what makes it a lot of fun.
I think what I liked about it, because I kind of to your point, I think zombie haunts and stories, especially for a while in like the mid 2010s.
Yeah, the Walking Dead era was zombies were like oversaturated at that moment. Yeah.
So I feel like, okay, are we ready for zombies again? Like it felt almost familiar, but in a good way. But the thing I like, and this is what Eulogy always does such a good job with, is yes, it's an old theme, but we found a new way to kind of tell the story. And I think the way that they had, we had a mission. We had to go and find these potential survivors, and I think that was unique, instead of you're just in the middle of a zombie apocalypse trying to survive.
Yeah, I think it wasn't just chaos, it was like structured chaos, right? They definitely captured the chaos of like zombies are chasing you, but there was also like the checkpoints where we were checking in with allies. It almost felt like a marriage of the last two we've done, right? Where it had the kind of like stopping dialogue points of Sweet Love, of the Valentine's one, and then like the chaos of the hunt, right? So, and also the factions kind of like the hunt, right? So like structurally, as far as that goes, like I really liked that. I thought it was like it was good. It had the chaos of the hunt, so I came out and I was like, whoa, that was intense, like I did with the hunt. But there were also the like checkpoints, where we met the characters and got the storylines, which is what we really liked about Sweet Love. And so I really liked it because it felt like the best of both of those haunts structurally anyway.
Yeah, I also like the way that they're sort of starting to add into the immersion. Like for this particular one, they had more tactile experiences. You reach into a corpse to try and get a key out, and what have you. It's adding to it without going overboard. A lot of people in this instance would have made every single room an escape room type situation where they would just want to make you search through a dead body or do some other gross thing to try and move the story along. But I'm glad they just limited to just one certain area.
Haunters really struggle with subtlety.
We do.
We do, but I don't know. Like Eulogy always seems to find the balance. I think they have a knack for like you say, like adding elements but not overdoing it.
Agreed.
Right? You know, so.
If we were to kind of rank the storytelling for this one, for Subject X, out of 1 through 10, 10 being the best, what would we maybe give it?
Well, to be honest, at least for me, just because some of the things, like character-wise, were kind of confusing, I would probably give it a little bit of a lower score just because of getting confused and being like, wait, who's what? Who's on first?
Yeah, we got a little muddy at the end, right? Yeah. I think all of us were kind of turned around on who the characters were supposed to be at the end. There were characters we were looking for through the whole haunt, right, and we're not sure if we saw both of them at the end.
Yeah.
And so that got a little muddy. But the thing I'll say, storytelling wise, and Eulogy tends to do this too, is the maze had a climax, a story climax, right, where it came to a head, and that's again just really smart storytelling. So, I don't know. I'd give it probably like an 8. I thought it was a structurally sound story, other than the like confusion at the end.
Yeah, and that's user error.
Yeah.
Or however you say it.
It's their opening weekend for this one too, and they just came off of the hunt. The turnaround for this one was insane. Right. And to your point too, it was muddied at the end. There also was the first round. We didn't get the name of the doctor until the ops guy was like, "Who's the doctor?" Like he's shouting at us, "Who's the doctor?" And we're like, I
don't know that weird guy.
He didn't give us a name.
Yeah. So I think there's some script bugs that are going to get worked out as they move forward. I'd be really interested to see this again when it's been running for a couple weeks. But like the story itself, I think I agree with Aaron. I would give it a 7.5 or an 8, because again, it's hard to make a zombie apocalypse fresh, and I do really like, especially in a haunt, and I do really like the way that Eulogy continues to do something slightly different, and again having that added element of, like, you feel more invested because they gave us a mission, which was really cool,
100%, yeah.
Yeah, I would say a 7. Again, lending to the confusing aspect of our critiques. I would say, as much as I enjoyed the inclusion of Dr. Acula and that whole thing, especially since Subject X is the name of the namesake of the entire thing. I wish they would have done more with Subject X. Yeah. As opposed to the other characters, which kind of muddied things up for me and muddied things up eventually in the long run.
That's a fair point, because even at the end, like on our second run, I asked, like, is this where Subject X was made? And he was like, oh no.
If you are from Dr. Acula, then you must be looking for Subject X.
Yes.
I think you're in luck. I know where they are.
Where is Subject X?
Say that again.
Where is Subject X?
Very simple. Recently I heard over the radio some chatter from the government. They revealed that they took something called Subject X. From what I know, they took them to the secret facility that I used to work at. It's heavily guarded, but I know a secret way in. I'm going to take you through the cemetery, into the sewers, to the secret entrance. From there, I'll put you through a decompression chamber, and then you'll get inside, okay?
Okay, this is it. This is the facility.
Is this where they made Subject X?
No, this is a decontamination, when the government was still coming in and out of the zone.
Oh, this is the decontamination.
Contamination, and I was like, oh, okay, so we never did actually see Subject X, and that's a fair point.
Yeah. I felt that was a bit unresolved, but otherwise,
it's a loose end or a loose thread,
right? And it's the title of the haunt,
Yeah,
and we never actually.
No, you're right. That climax probably should have centered around Subject X, right? I was almost setting him up. I was almost like, is this where Subject X is? Is it that Sage is subject X? Is that what we're driving at here? And he was just like, oh, no, it's a contamination thing. And it was like, oh, okay. And that might just be like miscommunication with the actor or something like that. But like, yeah, no, that's a solid point, yeah.
Or maybe it's even, they named it before they wrote the story and then forgot, oh wait, we don't actually have a subject X. Oops.
Being writers, a lot of things change at the last minute.
Oh, absolutely.
Things change as things are happening.
And also when you have, and this is again to Eulogy's credit, but it's hard, is when you have actors that they're given a scene, but if they're however much leeway they're given, they have to improv a lot of those scenes because they're going to get smart asses like us who are going to be like, where's the dog? Where's your dog?
Oh, where'd he go?
Is he in there?
Okay, so we're going in.
We'll go look for him.
I have a mission. I have to find the damn dog.
You gotta find the damn dog.
The damn dog.
What dog?
The dog that Sparky out there lost.
Oh.
Trying to find the dog. Where's the dog?
Follow me.
We're all looking for a dog.
For a dog?
A dog.
You and this damn dog, Winston! I swear to God, Winston.
That could have been a rat. I mean, we saw the dog.
Go on, Winston. It's all you, friend. See if you can find your dog in there. I'm trying to find a dog.
Yeah.
And they have to think on their feet. Sorry. They have to think on their feet. And so maybe the story changes and evolves in one room and it doesn't quite make it to the other. So that's a good point. I hadn't really thought about that, but you're right. Subject X is the name of the haunt, and we don't really, Sage and Emery kind of become the focal point. Yeah.
It's to be fair, it's harder to sell a maze called Sage and Emery. Subject X is a much better title.
That's fair. That's fair.
Maybe the UK version is called Sage and Emery.
when they get the overseas rights. Okay, so let's move on to the sets. Also, kind of how they set the mood and the vibe of this one. Very different from The Hunt. I felt it was, there were a lot more dark corners. There were a lot more. There were just so many lights in The Hunt, and so that was one of the main things I noticed. It was again, it's an apocalypse, so it was very drab, for lack of a better term, and that's not a negative. That's But what did you guys think about sort of the sets and the mood and the vibe?
I mean, I'll always give good credit to a maze that does the false wall trick, where you enter a room, go through, and then they make you go back, and all of a sudden it's different because it's now that side entrance where you're like, you totally didn't see that your first time walking by because you think, oh, we're just going through. And then when you're set back and all of a sudden it's open and you have to go through the drapery thing. It's a great gag.
What, at the beginning, right?
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, the rehearsal is a great utilization of space.
Right.
Yes.
They did that in Sweet Love too, the one you didn't go to.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. That was the beginning of that one too, and that's what I'll say is the layout was similar, more similar to
Sweet Love.
To Sweet Love, yeah. The sets, I mean, their sets are always great. We had the mirror maze again, Winston's favorite.
I don't like mirror maze.
Yeah, I know, but
they're a cool effect. They're cool.
I know.
It sucks walking in them. It's more embarrassing when you walk into the glass, but it's a cool effect. You got.
Which I totally did.
One of the things I'll say about the sets is a lot of the sets are kind of the same, but they do a good job like being creative and writing the story to fit the sets that they have. So even we were going through the sewer catacombs, which we've done twice now. Mm-hmm. But that was we even had the one guy at the end who was our guide was who may either have been Sage or Emery, we're not sure. was like, we have to go this way through the sewers and catacombs to get to the secret military base or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, I like that. So it's one of those, like, even just a small change of like in the story made those sets feel like they fit, and so even if they weren't new, they didn't stick out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they redressed the set well.
And like Aaron said, they make them fit into the story pretty well. I think, and I think this is going to be the issue almost every time, but I feel they made it work really well for the hunt, is I felt the circus scene again stood out just because it's like, well, I mean, I guess it's just there was a circus and then
circus in town and zombie.
And like I was going to save that for costuming, but they had zombie clowns at least, right? And it just and like they at least had the people. They put thought into like, oh, we have a circus set, let's make zombie clowns, right? Like, a lot of haunts just don't even put in that effort, like, but like that's part of the reason I think that we like adore what Eulogy does, is because they always like their stuff's always motivated. They always put thought into the things that they do. There's passion there. They really care about it, and you don't see that from every haunt, and it's yeah.
And I was just going to say, I'm always curious to see what they're going to use their hydraulic drop floor for.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
and they do a good job with that too.
Yes.
Like it feels motivated. It doesn't feel like, oh, here's our gimmick, come step on the plate. Right? They always they motivate it within the story.
Yes.
And those are good creative choices. When you take the story to motivate your creative choices, then they're good.
Yeah.
If you just go, well, I'm just going to do a thing just because I want to do a thing, like some haunters do. I've seen that a lot. That's not as good storytelling. Yeah.
And to add a shadow theater to it was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was
cool.
I agree. Yeah.
And and I have to say, speaking of that, and I know it got a little muddied in terms of what character he was, but you got to give it to the actor who's like in that scene. Spoiler alert, getting killed in the shadows. Scooby-Doo guy, yeah, whatever his character name actually is. He'd been doing that probably all night and still had a voice.
I would say, particularly in that room, not to use so much lighting in the audience area, because that did muddle up a lot of the visuals of the shadows.
Made the shadows harder to see sometimes.
Yeah.
I wonder if because of the platform they need for safety and
that makes it.
And that's another thing that I will say is like they are always mindful of safety.
Which
not every haunt is.
And right? Better to err on the side of safety than for an effect. Always.
Right. Yeah.
Always.
Like even when we went in and they were like, oh, you're going to have to do a thing, but if you have a latex allergy, you don't have to do it. You don't have to stick your hand in a latex dummy if you have a latex allergy, right? But it's like, they don't like, there's some haunts that are just like, oh, you're not going to stick your hand in there. Like they get like,
we're going to shock you now.
Yeah, they get like middle school bully about it or whatever. But like, Eulogy like has the like wherewithal to be like, safety first, because safety should always be first in a haunt, and like, so kudos to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of speaking about lighting, sort of, I think let's move on to sound and lighting. And it kind of ties into the mood and the vibe of everything. Any general thoughts of, I know Ryan, you usually have big opinions on the sounds, but what did you think?
I mean, overall, I didn't really have many complaints. Everything seemed to be at an appropriate level. I could hear the actors.
Yeah, we could all hear them this time. That was an issue in the hunt. Yeah, right. But this time we could hear everybody. Yeah, it was great.
I think too, and this is going to sound like it's negative, but it's not. I didn't notice the music. And I mean that in a good way. Like, it was there to kind of add the tension and the drive, but it wasn't, like, I would have to actually stop and think about it if I wanted to. Like, it just blended into the rest of it and complemented it. Yes. Which is, again, a vast improvement
to, like, one of our complaints with the hunt was that, you know, again, the music was almost too loud, and I felt like the music was really well done in this, you know, and kudos to Chewy, because I know he had told us that, you know, they recorded it and everything was so quick, and, you know, and I was, I think when you can have a piece of music that complements the scene and not overpower, I think that's hard to do, and they did it well.
And that is the goal. You want it to be to blend in with everything. You don't want it to distract, because a lot of backing tracks will distract from a haunt. You know, I can't count the number of times we'll be walking through and be like, what the hell are they playing? God.
Midnight Syndicate.
Yeah, of course, yes.
They were
I didn't want to say. I didn't want to name drop. I didn't want to name drop.
Yeah, they were the standard for a while.
For a while, I think not as much.
Not as much anymore.
Yeah, but and don't get me wrong, I love some Midnight Syndicate, but okay.
But they got overused because they became the standard. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with their music.
No. And then also kudos to the team in finding out that they write their own music and perform their own music. You don't. Again, I'm always baffled in such a good way of what Eulogy is able to accomplish, like, multiple times a year, you know, and there's so many other haunts where it's like, man, you would be so stellar if you just tweaked your storyline a little bit, and there's just a refusal to do that. And here these guys are doing, like
5 killer haunts a year.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously they're like, and they're smart how they're doing it, because they reuse sets where they need to reuse sets, and they figure out a way to make it fit in the story, you know, and
they figure out ways, or they figure out story points to make stuff they reuse feel fresh.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk character design on this one. Zombies are pretty, you know.
There's been a lot of zombies, so it's hard to design a zombie we haven't seen.
Correct. Yeah, and there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. I mean, zombies are rotting corpses, essentially. So, I mean, there are different versions of them, but
you know, it's kind of like, well, that looks like every other mummy. Well, yeah, a mummy's a mummy, dude. Like, a zombie's kind of a zombie, you know. Like,
I think this is the first time we've really, that I can know. Now, again, we didn't see their Christmas one or their other one, the Deadly Sins one, which I'm really sad we missed. But I think this is the first time we've really seen makeup utilized, which, as a makeup artist, that was exciting. I think having I think also, again, this is where they were smart. Their most, like, made up character, at least that I could tell, was the one that they had outside, was the one that they had, you know, shuffling around, breathing heavily into people's ears. You know, he seemed to be the one with, you know, the most attention to makeup, and I think that's smart. But I mean, yeah, I thought zombies were scary. I gotta give it, you know, like, they were popping out in places and they were everywhere, and I don't know.
Shoving their heads through walls.
Right.
Not only were they, like, popping out everywhere, but they stuck with you. And maybe that's my experience because I was at the back of the pack both times. But, like, I spent that entire maze with someone behind me just and I was just like, bro, I'm trying to film here, you know. But, like, kudos to the cast, man. They commit. Like, man, I love this cast. The Eulogy scare acting cast, and I always love, because sometimes I'll recognize somebody. I'll be like, oh, you were this in Sweet Lover. Oh, you know, and I love that too. I love that they come back, because, man, they are just fantastic. Did I jump the gun talking about scare acting?
You did, but that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it all ties together.
Yeah.
You know, I do, you know, since we are talking about the scare actors, and to your point, I'm having a lot of fun, like you say, recognizing people, you know, and thank you guys for, you know, watching our stuff and commenting, and you guys kill it every time. So
it's so awesome when we run into some of them and they're like, oh, I like your reviews and stuff. It's like, man, we love it.
Yeah, so it's been a real treat. Now that this is the third one we've gone through, to be like, oh, there's that person. And they just scared the crap out of me, again, and I have to say that, this time they're having the places where we got to stop and talk to people was some of them felt a little longer than even Sweet Love. And I think they did a good job of keeping the momentum up, and I know him, but the scare actor who was I'm just gonna say the army guy, I don't remember his name,
Fred.
but Fred, oh my gosh, Fred, he was really good at keeping, he played very well of, you weren't sure if he was going to betray you, he felt dangerous, which was nice, which was fun. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Fred did very well. But to the cause and effect, it also, when picking actors to do this type of immersive thing, I think sometimes it's hard when you get someone who's that committed like Fred was, and then in the beginning you get someone who's a little on the sarcastic side. So it breaks that story, at least for me. It's either are you going to be is this going to be funny interactions or all serious reactions? So if I get funny guy with the teddy bear hat making jokes in the beginning and then get to serious Fred, and I'm then I feel bad because I'm thinking, since in the beginning I'm being set up with comedy, that later on when I'm trying to be, oh, okay, Fred's going to be another fun interaction, he's super serious. I'm oh, so what is this? Is this comedy or is this? That's just for me. But that's only because I come from doing immersive haunts and acts and stuff that it's either everyone's on the same page or it's, because when you start getting, some people are sarcastic, some people are serious, it gets muddy. You get a little confused.
The tone of the story, it's like Ghostbusters. You don't cross the streams.
Right. Yeah. You said it better than me in a much shorter time.
That's why I'm the writer, right?
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. No. I completely understand and I think under other circumstances would 100% be with you. I think the only thing that I'll say why I think in this particular case I was kind of okay with it is because the kind of the humor came kind of in a pre-show, right? And to your point, yeah, they maybe could have done a better job of he could have done a better job of maybe setting the tone that we were about to go into. But I don't know, when that first zombie was in my face, I knew the tone, I mean, it was serious. But and I wonder if maybe he's been playing that in order to I don't know, calm people down or maybe throw people off their guard so that when they weren't, so that when the scares came, they were thinking this was going to be a funny thing, and then right? So maybe it was a juxtaposition thing as opposed to a tone change. I don't know.
Yeah. You also need variety in the types of characters you have there, because if everyone's pointing a knife at your neck going, "Who are you? Who sent you?" it's going to feel kind of one note.
Or repetitive.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if we're looking at it like a stage play too, is even well, I won't say all, but a lot of serious stories and scripts have a comic relief. I do think that maybe positioning him first, maybe that's part of it, is it's setting that tone of, okay, am I supposed to take this seriously? Am I not? Maybe there's a placement issue there. Mm-hmm. But I think having the variety is not necessarily a bad thing. I think, but I can see your point, absolutely, especially when it's a pre-show and we're talking, safety and stuff, and he's being a bit sarcastic and, and that sort of thing. And you haven't met the world yet, you're not, so I think that is true, is something to consider is whoever you have, kind of leading people into the world, probably should
I don't want to say be your best actor, but should be somebody who can really set that tone of what you're to expect. You know, if you want a character who's sillier later on, who's, you know, dealing with, you know, Dr. Acula was silly. I mean, really.
Well, that's
you
what
know,
I mean. And same with the girl in the beginning as well.
You thought she was silly?
Not silly, but she did crack some wise ones.
Oh. Well.
No one's allowed to have humor in the zombie apocalypse.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
No. Yeah, no.
I'm just saying she didn't have the same tone of like seriousness that
and
someone like Fred
to
did,
be fair, maybe Fred,
or even the person at the end. Those two people.
I mean, the person at the end
serious.
was kind of silly too, because he was talking about Scooby-Doo and
that's what I mean.
So the only one that was really probably extra serious was Fred. And maybe that was to throw. And maybe that's why he felt dangerous. Yeah. You know, is you know, as everyone else kind of still found humor in this very bleak world, but Fred was just very intense. You know, maybe that was a choice.
And that might be why you felt like they were setting him up for a heel turn.
Yeah, I thought Fred was very untrustworthy. And then it turns out he was very trustworthy. So
yeah, he's the only one that sacrificed
I'm sorry,
himself.
Fred. I'm sorry, Fred.
No, he's not. The one at the beginning did too.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She had like an axe and not like
I thought she left us.
No, I had a rotter behind me for like
I didn't see that.
You know, it had to be like 3.5 halls. It felt like forever. And then she came up with an axe and was like, I'll take care of this one. And I was like, oh, cool. So,
yeah, so she did too, yeah. So.
Everyone but the doctor died for us.
Ain't that the way?
Hey, whoa.
Commentary. Okay, so while we're talking about scare actors, who would you give the award of scare actor of the night? Who did you feel kind of really owned their scene, or maybe scared you, or?
Is this limited to only inside the actual maze?
Okay, can we give a special shout out to?
We can give a special shout out.
Are we calling him Sparky? I don't know his name.
I don't know his name.
Okay, our zombie friend out front.
Bathrobe zombie number one.
I mean, like.
Yeah. Q zombie.
If anyone in the comments knows that zombie's name, please let us know.
We're sorry for not getting it.
Killed it. Well, I mean, he's a zombie. He's nonverbal. He's not going to tell us his name.
For sure.
Yeah.
He maybe was trying as he's heavily breathing into all of our ears. But, I mean,
he killed it for sure.
Yeah, we give a special award to him because he by far killed it. But let's go inside the maze.
Man, this is hard because honestly, like, everyone was just... I felt like everyone was all over me that whole maze. Like, I just felt like I had a zombie in my face, like, everywhere I turned.
It kind of felt like it was the opposite from the hunt, where the front of the people in the front had more interactions, and it felt this time that maybe you guys at the back, like, that's not to say us in the front didn't, but it felt like you had things all the time.
Dude, I had zombies all over me that whole maze, and good. It was awesome.
Walk through one of them got you really good.
Oh yeah. Who was it that got me really good?
It was like right before the.
It was right before the clowns. Yeah. I mean, the clowns were great too. The clowns got me a couple times, but no, it was whichever rotter was like. I think it was the one that was like in the wall, like right before you head into the. That I mean, that's. I'm see. I'd either nominate that one just because he got me so well, or like I got to be honest, like. And I'm like, have I seen this actor? The one that's in the graffiti like alleyway just as you come out the doctor's that woman, like, and I'm like, have I seen her there all through?
She's the rat lady from.
I was like,
from
has
the sewer.
she been there?
She was, yes.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, she always just kills it, man.
She was great. Just walking through going.
Great. So I don't know, man. It's hard to narrow it down between those two.
Yeah,
But
especially with all the ones that you interacted with, because they all really knocked it out of the park.
they did, yeah. Yeah, all the interactions were great too. Man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
As far as purely scare actor though, there was in the first run through when we went through the mirror maze, the clown that was working in there worked the angle of the mirrors so well.
Yeah.
Very well.
Are we talking about the Fro one or the one that was?
The non-Fro one, the one in the first one, the one in the Fro one, his pop out perfectly executed.
He got me the second time really.
I actually think we had the opposite experience.
Did you see him
'Cause I think-
falling on the floor?
I think Fro one was like working the mazes or working the mirrors really well with us at the back.
Oh yeah, we had the other guy. He was working the angles really well.
Yeah, then kudos to both of those
Yeah,
guys.
the clowns were both great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you probably didn't see him, but the Fro clown that first scares us in that mirror maze, he was behind you guys on all fours.
No.
Spider crawling towards you.
Yeah. I was paying attention to the guy in front of me because I could see him in every single mirror that was.
He found a way to get into every mirror in front of us.
But this is what I'm talking about. This cast is so good. Like, we can't even decide who was the best in one room. They're just so good. Man, I love this cast. They're so good.
A's for everyone.
A's for everyone. A's for everyone.
It's all tied up fun and fun.
Yeah, we're the fun college professor. Everyone passes.
Everyone gets a star.
All right, well, we talked ranking the story. It is a haunt, after all, even though we're reviewing it like a theater production. It's a scary theater production. How would you rank the scares in this one? Out of a 1 out of 10, 10 being the really scary.
How scary was it?
How scary was Subject X? Like, if you were going to tell somebody, if you were going to tell little backstory, I don't know if she'll see this, but kudos to our Fire and Ice waitress, Maddie. Talked to us all night, and she's terrified of haunted houses. So if we were to tell Maddie how scary, and clowns. If we were to tell Maddie how scary this maze is, what would we rank it?
I might have to go like 8.5. It was pretty high for me. Like, I feel like the hunt was more intense, but I feel like I got more in that one, and still had a high level of intensity. So
Yeah, they were more technical with this one, with their popping out of the walls, the false walls.
yeah,
I feel they're learning every time. The only area that I was, and this was probably a fake out, or maybe they just didn't have somebody. I was convinced because there was a hole in the wall right before you go onto the platform in the decontamination area. There was a hole in the wall.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, a zombie's definitely gonna pop out of there. And they never did, and what's funny is I didn't notice it till the second run.
I leaned up against that by accident, so it's a real wall.
No, yeah, but there's a hole in it.
Yeah.
Like a boo hole. Anyways, that means nothing.
I also thought, like, if you're talking about like missed opportunities, I also thought, like, because I remember in Sweet Love that the slasher like chased us on that platform, pretty much all the way out the hallway, and I thought the zombie girl was going to come around and come at us and chase us out, like
Sage or Emery, whichever one it happened to be. Yes. Yeah, that would have been really cool. But again, ranking it, I would probably give it a solid 7 or 8. I think it definitely, so yeah, I think this one was probably, of the 3 that we've seen, I think this is the scariest one. I mean, zombies always are kind of scary anyways, but I think they had more, just the way they were popping out, and we're kind of getting to know the sets, so it's almost like, okay, they usually have someone here, oh, they didn't pop out, okay, where are they going to pop out? And then they popped out somewhere new, and that was really cool. So yeah, I'd give it a 7 or 8.
Yeah, I would give it a solid 8. Certainly, I do like the angle of, like Aaron said, of being chased. That they give something for the people in the back to actually have moments with the scare actors, instead of having everyone at the front get the brunt of it.
fact that somebody was crawling on all fours just behind me, that's giving me like
I can't believe you didn't see that. He
That's
was
giving
totally-
like post creepy. No.
And they were relentless too.
Yes.
Like they did not just give up.
Yeah. They let you pass, but they would follow you.
Oh yeah, like they still like, didn't maintain contact, or they didn't, contact, didn't touch me,
Yeah.
but they didn't need to. I was still like, oh, the whole time.
Yep.
Like, yeah, no, they were great.
Yeah.
Okay, so overall, what are our thoughts ranking wise? Do we think, 1 to 10?
You said 7, 8.
7, 8.
He said 8. I said 8.5.
Yeah.
I'm a little higher because I really thought it was scary. What's your number?
I'd probably say I'd give it about a 7.
Yeah. Okay, so I'd say 7.5, 8 is probably the average of all of us. Yeah.
And just like that, the curtain falls on Subject X. Thank you to Eulogy Collective for having us out again, and kudos to the creative team for creating this amazing show. Now, if you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. It not only helps us and Eulogy Collective out, but it also tells the algorithm that haunts deserve to be in a serious conversation about theater. Now, go watch our last Eulogy Collective video, The Hunt, and take care of yourselves. Remember, the haunt must go on.